What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm the girl, Lady T. And tonight we are talking basketball Wives L.A. Y'all, bear with me because I'm going to do something that, for me, is going to be very hard to do. I'm going to try to give y'all 4 videos this week. And hopefully, we can keep this train moving. So, I'm trying to do basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood Divas, and the Braxtons. So I'm going to need y'all to hit the like button. I'm going to need y'all to comment, subscribe, all that, because I'm going all the way in. And the way my life is set up, this is going to be a challenge. But hey, you know, I'm always up for a challenge. So anyway, let's get into it. The episode starts off with Malaysia. You know, she's back in LA. And she's got a new house. She's getting it decorated and everything. She's going through a divorce. And all she's really letting us know is that he stopped respecting her. AKA, he kept cheating and she couldn't handle it. And like she said, I can't deal with nobody who says they love me and make a mistake once and keep doing it over and over again. I understand that. That's with anything. You make a mistake, you say you're sorry, then you're not supposed to keep doing it over and over again, because that just means you don't give a fuck about me. And like she said, she didn't respect the fact that he lied to her. Like, he was lying about going to counseling. Like, who does that? Either you're going to go to counseling or not. So anyway, Brandy comes over and they're talking about, you know, Malaysia's divorce and everything. And Brandy is like, well, the good thing about it is you can start dating again. And she's like, no, I'm not ready. And then they get to the thing with Jackie. They asking, have you seen Jackie? Have you talked to her? And Malaysia's like, don't even bring her up in my presence. Like, she's not feeling Jackie at all. Not only with Paris, but like she said at the reunion, she talked about, you know, shooting somebody. And she was like, you know that my brother, you know, he got killed. So why would you even talk about shooting somebody? So she's not feeling Jackie at all. I don't even want to speak her name. So anyway, after that, we got Jackie and Megan. Jackie is meeting up with Megan. Megan is new to LA. And Megan is, well, she wanted to be an actress. Now she wants to start out with this penny line. Y'all with these random ass businesses. Okay, whatever, however. Get it how you live. But anyway, she wanted to design her own penny line, I guess. So anyway, they're talking, and Jackie was like, well, you need to start networking, and I know about this chef, he's doing this food tasting event, and we're going to go to that, and we're going to network. And so Megan's down with that. Then we get to Drea's fashion show. She is debuting her new fashion line, Fine Ass Girls. And I'm like, what happened to Loose Swim? I guess, you know, she a hustler, whatever. So anyway, so they at the event. And, you know, of course, Malaysia comes and Brandy comes. And I can't lie, the fashion show looked really cool for what it was. You know, it was our first time on. It looked professional. And anyway, after the fashion show, they sit down, they talk or whatever. And they talking about, of course, Malaysia and talking about, you know, if she's ready to date or not. And of course, Drea's like, no, she needs to take her time. And while they're talking, Megan comes up and congratulates them or whatever. So anyway, Megan walks in and, you know, she wants to congratulate Drea on her fashion show. And they get to talking, and at first everything is cool. They like, oh, she's sweet, ha, 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 ha. And, you know, they ask her, what brings you to LA? She's like, well, I'm out here trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm trying to promote my penny line, you know, draws for everyone. And anyway, so after that, they get to talking, and they're like, well, who do you know in LA? And she's like, nobody, I'm just here to sell draws. And Drea is not buying it. She's like, wait a minute, hold on. you don't come out to LA and you don't know nobody. So what's your end game if you don't know nobody? But like again, I said Drea ain't stupid. She see her all over Jackie's Instagram page. So she knows that she knows Jackie. So anyway, the conversation ends up being kind of like, okay, see you later. They kind of brush her off. And what happens is when Megan walks away, everybody's like, do you know her? Do you know her? And they like, no. And that's when Drea's like, I think she knows Jackie. And they like, oh. So then Drea's like, I think she sent Megan here. And they like, well, if Jackie want drama, then she know where to find it. I'm like, wow, here we go. Y'all thinking that this lady done sent this girl. But it was all a coincidence. Well, not a coincidence. We all know this show is scripted. So I'm not even going to go there with y'all. My subbies are way smarter than that. Anyway. So then we got Jackie and her team. So now Jackie is meeting up with her team because, you know, she's trying to promote her cognac. And they want to do like a launch party. And everybody's on one accord with the launch party. But Jackie started talking about this random crazy shit. Like she want little people. She want snakes. She want naked people. And they look at her like, no ma'am. No ma'am. And she like, look, they either gonna know it's either Jackie's way or the highway. And I'm like, if it were me, I'd take the highway because you ain't about to make me look a fool and put my reputation on the line, telling everybody I play in this circus. But anyway, we should see how that debauchery playing out later because we already know it's gonna be a freaking mess. So after that, we got Drea. She is going to the same chef tasting party that, of course, Jackie told Megan about. She's there and she meets up with Malaysia and Brandy. And she also has brought along her new friend, Patrice, who is, of course, a new character to the show. So they all there, saying, hey, how you doing? And they spot Megan. They're like, okay, what is she doing here? How does she even know about this party if she's new to L.A. and don't know nobody? And then walks Jackie. So Jackie walks in this tasting and it's totally awkward. So she comes up and she hugs Megan. And of course, she sees everybody else. She sees Drea, Brandy. And then she's like, where's Malaysia? And then, of course, Malaysia pops up or whatever. And it's just kind of awkward. Like, don't nobody want to fuck with Jackie, period. It's just like, what the hell is she doing here? And, like I said, Malaysia really ain't trying to mess with her because she was like, when you make references to wanting to kill somebody after my brother was killed, I really don't got no words for you. And Drea don't care either way. So, it's just kind of weird. So, anyway, and Jackie is talking to Megan and just basically like, look, I want to be cool with them, but if they don't want to be cool, I'm good. But, I'm tired of being the big bad wolf or whatever. And she was like, we need to go back over there with them because they're going to be saying we talking about them. So they all, sitting up there having drinks or whatever. And they get on this subject about, Jackie blurts out how she don't, go down. She don't suck, the penis. She don't partake in the penis. And they start laughing like, BS, yes you do, whatever. And that kind of breaks the ice. And, Drea, her confession was like, I got a tiny bit of a soft spot for Jackie or whatever. So this is how we know Jackie is going to be re-implemented into the storyline. I mean, come on. We all know what this is and how it works. Okay, then. So anyway, after they had this drink, Jackie excused herself because she has to get ready for the launch party for her cognac line, and she invites everybody to come. So after she leaves, Drea asks Megan, like, when we asked you if you knew anybody here, why you didn't just say, hey, I know Jackie? She was like, well, because I don't know Jackie like y'all know her, you know. And I'm with Malaysia. I mean, not Malaysia, I'm sorry. I'm with Drea. Why are you downplaying your friendship with Jackie? If y'all cool like that, y'all cool like that. Like, I don't get it. So anyway, after the tasting, we got Malaysia and her sister Crystal. You know, Malaysia is still in her feelings because she misses her husband. Like, even though, like she said, she prayed about it and everything, she feels a certain type of way because, you know, she misses him. That was her husband. They had history and everything, so she's crying to her sister. And she's like, you know, it's just a lot, the divorce and everything. And she's like, who's going to want a woman with 3 kids? And she was like, the man that is right for you. And I was like, go ahead, Crystal, you're right about that. The man that's right for you is going to want you and everything you have to offer, you and your beautiful children. And then she starts talking about, you know, how her brother got killed. And I was like, now here I was for all the wretchedness, I was all in. But here we go. She had me crying when she said, her brother was at the park with his girlfriend. The police asked him to put his hands up, and he was reaching for something in his pocket, and he got killed. I was like, dang. Like, you know, with all this stuff that's going on with Trayvon Martin and all this other stuff, it just touched my soul. I mean, I'm not saying that these were white cops, but anybody who is accidentally murdered by the cops, I'm just like, wow. So, can you believe it? I'm about to say something real crazy to y'all. So, Drea is about to actually have lunch with Jackie. So, I guess Drea is going to be the one that kind of bridges the gap between Jackie and the other, you know, people in the circle. You know, the past few years it's been Malaysia, but I guess this year it's going to be Drea. So be it, however, whatever. So, anyway, so they meet up for lunch or whatever, and basically they talk about what happened at the reunion and the things that happened, period. And Jackie's thing is, look, you don't understand. You weren't there in Paris, but when she said we're no longer friends, that really hurt. Any other person, I'd be like, you know, deuces and all that. I don't give a, you know, like they say, I don't give a. But with Malaysia, I really did care and I was hurt by it or whatever. And like Drea said, do you understand why she said what she said? You know, because you go through, you know, from 0 to 100 and you kind of crazy. Like, that's why people don't want to mess with you. Drea laid it flat out to her. And she's like, okay, I understand that, but blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, there's no blah, blah, blah. You need to understand where your fault is because you need to take responsibility. And do you want me to find out why Malaysia is so upset? I mean, we know why she's so upset, but like Drea wants to find out everything. Like what all led up to this. And Jackie's like, please do. You know, find out what the fucking problem is. She's like, see, that's your problem right there. You already being defensive. And she was like, yeah, you right. I'm going to tone it down. And so they hug or whatever, and they disperse. Like I said, Drea is going to be the go-between to usher Jackie into the circle again, and that's how we're going to get this party started. Okay, so after Drea's lunch with Jackie, she's on a quest to be super saving. So she gets the girls, you know, of course, Brandy and Malaysia together, and to have drinks to kind of let her know what's going on. And she like me, like, we're going to need some cocktails. We're going to need some cocktails and plenty of cocktails. Anyway, so they all sit down, drinks in hand, and she says, look, I had lunch with Jackie. And they, you know, Brandy is like, look, Jackie is the freaking devil, okay? She allowed her friend to insult me, knowing I got cancer, and gonna say, go make an effing baby. I don't got shit for her. And you know what Drea thing is. Sorry, oh my God, why I keep saying Drea? I guess because they always had beef, and now she trying to be super saver. And I'm used to it being Malaysia. So Malaysia's like, look, I'm done with her. After you tell me, you know, you want to shoot me in the head, after I tell you that my brother was just killed, I don't got nothing for you. And so she like, look, y'all, I understand she a messed up individual. We don't got to be best friends with her, but at least allow her to apologize. What does she have to do for her to, you know, to come to y'all and apologize? She was like, and Brandy's like, before I can even hear an apology, she has to do an event for ovarian cancer. Drea's like, okay, I'll let her know that. And then we got Malaysia. Malaysia's like, look, I'll do it. I'll hear an apology if she allows me to announce the town with Doug Christie. And Drea's like, now you know that's not going to happen. You know she ain't going to let nobody near her husband. She was like, exactly. I know it's never going to happen, so I never have to listen to an apology. And if it does happen, then I know she's sorry. And I'm like, oh boy, this is about to be the catalyst for some BS. Let the games begin. Okay, so like I said, Drea is on this quest to make everything right in the world. And so she meets up with Jackie. And so she let Jackie know that, hey, I talked to the girls, and before they hear you out, they want a couple things. First, Brandy wants you to have an event, and all the proceeds go to ovarian cancer. And Jackie is like, hey, if it's just a profit cancer, I'll definitely do that. But if she just wants to make a joke about it, thinking that she's making me pay and I gotta grovel at her feet, I ain't with it. And Dre's like, no, cancer's no laughing matter. I don't think she's doing that. And so Jackie agrees. Then, of course, da-da-da-da, we got, you know, Jackie's husband, Doug Christie, he comes in, and I'm like, this junk is so scripted. So anyway, he comes in, and Drea's feeling awkward, like, I don't want to say this in front of him, but okay, all right. So she says, Malaysia wants a meeting with Doug. And Jack is like, what? I know I didn't hear that right. And that's where the episode ends, y'all. So, like I said, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know what to do with that. Anyway, y'all, till next time, peace and love.